Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, where we give you guys a first perspective on things and how we see them. And in today's episode, the topic is, was Shannon Sharpe wrong to doubt Tom Brady? So that's the topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to please make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. Also be on the lookout for our Dreamerspro premium community, and also be on the lookout for Dreamerspro.com. So some of you guys may be wondering why I'm laughing right now. I've been in a jovial mood, and I'm thinking about my man Skip Bayless. First of all, let me say I'm not wearing this red for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That's not the reason I'm wearing it. Just decided to go with this color to brighten things up on a Monday. But I was supporting my man Brady last night, and he did win. And today's going to be a funny episode. Now, I know some of you guys are probably sitting there cracking up like, hold up. Are these guys talking about football today? Yes, we're talking about football. First of all, let me say I've watched football for a lot of years, right? I mean, since when I was living in New York. I used to support the New York Giants because that's the team we supported in the house. I watched a lot of Super Bowls. I know pretty good. I know a decent amount about football. I do not know it like as much. I don't know it to the level that I know basketball. It's not even close. I couldn't even tell you all the positions on the field. I don't know all of those positions, but I can understand it. I understand some of the rules. I can follow games pretty easily, and from time to time I watch it, right? From time to time I watch it, but I'm not a huge football fan. But it's a Super Bowl, and who's not going to watch the Super Bowl? I'm sure many of you guys were watching the Super Bowl yesterday. All of you guys had picks. I didn't have any picks going into the Super Bowl. I didn't have any team that I was rooting for in any. No, I was rooting for Brady, but I didn't say, okay, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win. I wasn't doing any of that. I was just kind of watching passively. And when I was watching the game, it was like, I was like, damn, I got a lot of things I want to say, but I was thinking about Skip Bayless before I even started shooting this video. And that's the reason why I'm cracking up. So, yeah, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe have had a pretty interesting back and forth relationship over this Tom Brady thing. Now, all of you know Shannon Sharpe. He's a former professional football player, tight end. He won 3 Super Bowls with the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. He's an 8-time Pro Bowler. He's been a 5 All-Pro football player as far as making those teams. And he was inducted into the NFL Football Hall of Fame in 2011, right? Now, if we talk about the GOAT, you know, in my opinion, I think Tom Brady is the greatest football player of all time, in my opinion. Certainly the greatest quarterback of all time. Now, some people may say people like Aaron Rodgers and others are probably a little bit more talented than him, but listen, the guy's a 7-time Super Bowl winner. He's a 5-time Pro Bowl MVP. He's been a 3-time regular season MVP, and they're saying that he could possibly win the MVP. This season, he's a 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. He's an NFL Comeback Player of the Year in 2009. And just imagine that he's made 14 Pro Bowl teams. To think about Shannon, who's made 5. This guy's made 14, and obviously he's a much older guy. He's 43 years old, and usually quarterbacks can play a much longer period of time at that position because they have more protection. Other guys on the field that they get in their bodies just completely obliterated on the field. It's going to be hard to play a long time. He's led the league in passing. He's been an NFL led the league in passing rating for 2 times. He's led the league in NFL passing yards. He's done that 3 times. And now at the age of 43, he just won his 7th Super Bowl championship. And to me, when I saw that, I was just like, oh my God. Now, going into the game, there was this big thing of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. And this has been a kind of heated argument that's kind of taking place in the background between Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe. If you guys do not know what I'm talking about, maybe you guys haven't heard it or just don't know how contentious it can get between these 2 guys, take a listen to this soundbite of Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe arguing after the Bucs beat the Packers. And they were arguing about what happened during that game. So just take a listen to this.
So it's a huge play. So it stays. Obviously,
it's a
5-point game instead of a 3-point game. But then what happens? What is the golden moment, goat to goat play that actually puts the icing on top of this game? Well, guess what? It's Brady to Gronkowski. It's the only play Gronk made the whole game, and it's the fake double screen, to Scotty Miller, fake Scotty to the right and flip it back to Gronk, and here he comes freight training. And he freight trains for 29 huge yards, and all of a sudden, you're within field goal range. And they wind up, Brady just tried to be ultra careful on the next two throws. He had Godwin on the boundary, but he just said,
you got to make that throw. That wasn't
nope.
wide open.
This is the GOAT. This is the GOAT. You just say, nope, I'm not even going to try it.
What you mean you don't try it? A wide open guy?
Shannon Sharpe says, oh, you got a pick six. You threw the game away.
The guy's wide open.
Sorry. That's one. No, he's not. No, you got a corner break and you're not going to do it. He's going to throw this ball out of bounds because you know what? You got your three.
Skip.
The game is slipping away. You got your three. Skip. You're wrong. You are dead wrong.
I'm dead right.
You don't get the GOAT. The GOAT is playing chess to your checkers, and he has been for 4 years on this show.
He's playing GOAT to my checkers.
Yep.
Kenny King has gotten torched for 2 touchdowns and 3 big plays. All of a sudden,
you don't want to give him a pick six.
Don't do that.
You don't want to do it. You don't want to give him a pick six.
Look, here's the thing. Skip, Tom Brady is great. But see, when you make excuses like this, people look at this.
It's not an excuse. I don't care what people say. I know what he knows.
How you know what he knows?
Okay, I can see it. I know how he thinks. They've got 3.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay,
now
so they sit there.
Thinks.
Well, did they get a 46-yard field goal? Help me out. Was it suddenly 31-23? Was that not an 8-point cushion?
He could have got a first down.
Didn't matter. He's not going to risk it. He's not going to risk a pick six, so you'll be all over him. He's throwing pick sixes.
He
lost the game, says Shannon Sharpe. Nope, he won the game.
Let me get this right.
Yep.
He don't want to risk it in that situation, but he throws a pick to Mike Evans. Oh, I just think Mike can jump up and get it.
Okay.
Oh, he throws another one to Mike Evans. I think Mike can get it. He throws another pick.
How risky are those jump ball picks? Because if they catch it, you can tackle them. On that throw to the boundary, if Kenny King undercuts it and picks it, good night, Irene. He's going the other way, and you're dead. You're going to lose the game.
I just want to make sure I'm hearing you.
You heard me exactly right, and you know I'm right.
I want to make sure I hear you correctly. The most clutch quarterback, the most clutch player.
Who won the game? Who won the game?
That's your only out.
In that audio, you can see that things get pretty heated, right? I think the Tom Brady discussion is probably the most heated subject matter on that show. I've heard them argue about LeBron. I've heard them argue about other things, but it rarely gets as heated as it does with the Tom Brady and with the Tom Brady arguments. And Skip Bayless at times has accused Shannon Sharpe of being jealous, right? Like he'll go that far. And these guys have really taken it like. Sometimes I wonder, like, man, are these guys going to fight? And obviously, they're not going to fight because Shannon Sharpe is like a freaking, a freaking body, but he would kill Skip Bayless, and Skip Bayless is like 70-something years old. But it's gotten pretty heated. Now, after Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes and these guys in the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, I immediately checked on my Instagram and I saw Skip Bayless, like, he posted a video of himself, like, cracking up. And I just said, oh, my goodness, is going to be crazy today on the show. Why? Number one, Skip Bayless has been supporting the guy since his New England days, right? He's been supporting the guy for at least 10 years, number one. Number two, he felt like Tom Brady was a driving force with the New England Patriots. He didn't feel like that Bill Belichick deserved at least half of the credit that he got for winning all those Super Bowls. He felt like it was probably like a 70-30 split. He felt like the majority of that credit should have gone to Tom Brady, and some people pointed to Bill Belichick's defense. They said, listen, Skip, there's no way that Tom Brady would have won those titles without Bill Belichick's defense, given the fact that he's put up some low-scoring games in Super Bowl appearances, and Bill Belichick's defense have gotten them home. And Skip Bayless has made the argument, listen, there were critical moments when they needed Bill Belichick to get a stop, like against, Eli Manning and these guys in the playoffs, and in the Super Bowl, and we never saw it. So there's always been this kind of back and forth. And the argument was going into this season that, listen, if Tom Brady decides to go play with another team, given the fact that Bill Belichick wanted him out of there anyway, and Tom Brady felt like he was being pushed out of the door, he went to a team that had never even won a Super Bowl, to my knowledge, went to that team, and if he helped them get to the Super Bowl, then we're going to find out the real value that maybe, yes, it was Tom Brady that was the driving force with the New England Patriots. Then he goes to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, wins a title for that team, his 7th ring after he just left the year prior, which is just insane to think about, going up against Patrick Mahomes, who many have said, listen, this guy is going to be the golden boy because he just won a Super Bowl, and they were getting ready to compare him to like the Michael Jordan kind of thing. I heard an analogy made on TV saying, listen, this is going to be tantamount to when Jordan was going against Magic to snatch the crown from him, and now we're going to see that happen with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. And to go into that game with all of those expectations, a lot of people picking the Kansas City Chiefs to say, listen, they're going to beat Tom Brady, for them to go out there and only score, 9 points? and Brady's team put up 31. Now, you can't say, well, it's the defense. The guy put up 31 points. So, yes, the defense played a role to stopping him, but you're Patrick freaking Mahomes. Tom Brady didn't have like an exceptional game. He threw 3 touchdowns for 201 yards, but Patrick Mahomes had 270 yards without one single touchdown. And at a certain point in that game, you were watching like, okay, when is he going to make a move? Now, some people were saying he was injured during the game because he was getting hit so much, he wasn't getting enough protection in the pocket. But listen, it's a Super Bowl, right? It's a Super Bowl. You're going against a guy that's 43 years old. Somehow, somewhere, you got to get it done. Now, today, given the fact that Shannon Sharpe has picked against Brady consistently, for him now to go face the music against Skip Bayless, I think Shannon Sharpe should not have picked against Tom Brady. And Skip Bayless said it. He said, listen, it's very simple. Tom Brady is the one guy in sports I do not bet against. He just made it that simple. This is the guy I don't bet against. Now, they made some predictions, which I think is kind of silly. I don't know how these guys make predictions to know the score. Some people even do it in basketball. I don't know how you do it, but both of them are wrong about their predictions as far as the points differential and all of this. Skip Bayless said that, listen, the Tom Brady's going to beat these guys with a late game drive. None of that happened. Right? None of that happened. But nevertheless, he won. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the game. He got a 7th Super Bowl ring. And now Shannon Sharpe is going to look pretty foolish. I haven't seen it. We're shooting these videos here in the morning. But to me, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting day on Undisputed. So what I want to know from you guys is, do you think Shannon Sharpe was wrong to doubt the GOAT, Tom Brady? Or do you think it was warranted and Tom Brady won that game for reasons that I have not mentioned? And if things had gone differently, Patrick Mahomes would have won that game. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Also, if you guys think, or if you guys would prefer for us to cover some football or some other topics later on, I mean, let's say football, because that's what I know a little bit more about, let me know in the comment section. We rarely do it, but if you think it's something that we should start covering, please let me know in the comment section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to make sure you go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you hit, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the next video that we have coming up. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day, and catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.